So here we're dealing with the problem number 3, and in problem number 3 we need to write a method where in a given string we need to replace all white spaces with this specific symbol. So here I will just consider one example where my white space is in the middle of a given string. So for example, st, then there is white space ing, and at the output I need to return something like this. So what I will do in my code, I will just take each character from the string, check if it's white space or not. So if it's not, I will just put into my output string, and for example t, it will be st, and the second is a white space. In that case I will replace my white space with this specific symbol, and then I see that it's I will just append to the my modified string, and I will just continue to append, and D, since it's not white space, so at the end it will return something like this. So basically I will use for loop to solve this problem, and each time I will see the white space I will just replace it with this specific collection of characters, and I will assume that white space could be just in the middle of a string, not at the beginning or at the end. So my function will look like this. So I will be returning a string. I will call it replace spaces. The passing parameter will be string s, and for creating, since string is immutable, in my function I will use a string builder just to modify my output string. And my first character from the input string will directly be appended to this string builder. So first character, and then I will use for loop, saying that starting point will be the index number 1, since we already appended the first element, and I will go until it will reach the end of the string. So, and in case if si is equal to white space, I will append this specific symbol to my string builder. In other case, I will just keep appending characters from the input string. So at the end, I will return a string, but since all characters I collected in the string builder. I'll just convert my string builder to string using toString method. So time complexity for this method will be, since here I'm using just for loop, and for loop not just for all elements, just but n minus 1, so it will be O n minus 1 and on basically, and space complexity. So here I'm using the string builder. Since string builder is not a data structure, I will assume that since we always given the particular memory for a string builder, and it will always modify it once it reaches the end, and I will assume it as a O constant.